Ryan, first of all, congratulations on this big win. How do you feel so far? You know, this weight class 140, I know it's a catch rate of 143, and overall, Oscar Duarte's power.
I mean, his power was strong. I was really surprised about his chin. You know, in the first round, I was catching him clean, and he was just like, he looked like he was just eating them. I was like, damn, dude, he's eating shots. So I was like, the first, second round, I'm like, I think he's gonna go by third, but then by third, he kept putting more pressure. So I was like, I gotta try to stop his momentum somehow. But yeah, he was a tough fighter. I knew he was gonna be tough. Everybody was saying, like, why would he take this fight? So, you know, now I gotta give my credit where it's due. You know, I fought in there. I had a fight, you know, with some grit, and then find a knockout. So I think I did good, you know, especially with my first fight with Derek.
Ryan, you know, the seventh round, you kind of like moved around the ring, used a little bit more of your angles. Was that something part of the strategic plan that maybe Derek told you in the corner going into that round?
Oh yeah, Derek, he was pretty adamant. Like, come on, man, like, why aren't you using your legs? Like, he's gonna open up. And I was like, okay, because I was trying to stay there and just kind of smother him to try to, you know, stop his attack and kind of soften him up a little bit, because he was like overly aggressive. I was like, let me just try to take some steam off his shot. But then I'm like, oh, well, he keeps throwing, so I'm going to start moving again. And then I just started locking in with my trainer. And yeah, he was right. It opened up a shot, and he fell into a hook.
Ryan, such a competitive super lightweight division. So in the perfect world, do we see you take on the winner between Regis and Devin Haney?
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, I want to become a champion, so that's my goal. I don't know where Derek's at, but yeah. However, he sees fit on what that looks like. You know, I trust him, and yeah, whatever he wants. I want Broly's, to be honest. I mean, I feel like it's a fun fight. He's a aggressive, crazy dude. Lead up will be crazy. Yeah, and I want that. You know, I mean, he has a title technically, but yeah, let's do it.
What do you tell Rolo if he's watching?
Just, I don't know if you have a real injury or not, but he'll actually
call us. You were using a bit more of a shoulder roll. Is that something you got from Derek?
Derek told me never to do that. He's like, don't do that shit. You ain't Mayweather. And I was like, he'll never admit that, but he did say that.
And where did it come from then?
I was like, I was just doing it. Like, I was just like, all right, like, let me see if this works. It kind of did. Like, he really couldn't hit me for 2 or 3 rounds. Then he started figuring it out, and I'm like, forget this. I'm going to go back to being me.
Ryan, congratulations on the win, man. What was it like, you know, first time back in the ring, right, since Tank, you know, kind of feeling shots again, maybe just answering the questions for yourself, like, okay, I'm in a fight. And
I'm not going to lie, this was scarier than fighting Tank. I'm not going to lie, he had a hard punch, like, his punch was hard. Like, every time I got hit back, I don't ever complain. That dude hit me so hard in the back of the head, because it don't look hard, but it is hard. So I was actually more worried in this fight than I was in Tank. With Tank, it was just like, all right, it's a boxing match, like, he's moving around, whatever, boom, boom. But this fight, I was actually like, oh shit, like, damn. He knocked my ass out. Like, he has the power to knock you out. So I had to be very cautious.
Ryan, I talked to Shakur afterwards, and, you know, wasn't impressed. He said he didn't really see anything that Derek did to improve your style, you know.
Who's Shakur? Who?
Shakur who? Nah, Shakira Twitterson. Nah, but like, for real though, like, that was Edwin Santos' line. But no, for real, so shout out Edwin. You know, what can I say? Like, he broke a record for the least punches ever landed. So, like, that's actually a hard thing to do. The fact that he did that was crazy. So, you know, if he thinks that's good, it is what it is.
Wait, didn't he break the record for putting people to sleep?
Yeah, at home.
Right.
At home, they turned that shit off after the fourth round. But that's the difference, though. Like, I fought a guy with power, but I didn't back down.
Right.
I went right to him. Stood my ground, moved. I did it all. He only showed one thing, which was moving around, and his hand wasn't hurt. His coach was telling him to throw it. So stop that narrative right now. He just been a hater since the amateurs, for real. And I want to fight him. I will beat his ass. I promise you that. Like, I've been in the ring with him. He's cool, but he just all scared all the time. Scared. And a pro fight is not gonna work.
They were grooming him since the beginning.
For sure.
Ryan, winning does a lot of healing. When can we see you back in action?
I mean, I want to get back, you know, March, right, or whatever. As soon as, like, for me, inactivity, like, really cursed me. You know, I've been boxing for since I was 17 in pros, and I don't know how many, you know, breaks, like a year and a half, like 2 years and a half.
Too long.
Like, you're not gonna become a better boxer that way.
Exactly. Oscar, how do we get that done to get back, you know, Ryan back in March? Is that possible?
We'll work on it.
It's very
We'll
possible.
get it done. Absolutely, it'll get done. He wants to fight. He wants to become world champion. He wants to stay busy. It's gonna get done.
Okay, last question.
Violin, come on.
Ryan, you've been with Goosen, Reynoso, and Derek James. I think you finally found a home with Derek James. Are you learning anything new from Derek compared to the other guys?
Yeah, I feel like I found a home, you know, home in Dallas, home with Derek. You know, I just think that, you know, we're a great fit, and I'm just happy to be there. You know, I committed to it, and I know Derek, you know, believes in me, and I don't know, there ain't really nothing to say. It's just like, I love it there. You know, I'm ready to keep on training with him. Like, that's it. Like, he's a great trainer, and we do, you know, we work so hard, so I just want to keep training with him and see where that goes. I'm all right. Like he said, I'm his last fighter. So we're going to try to take it all the way till the wheels fall off.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Unas palabras.
Pues agradecerles a todos aquí presentes, a toda la gente que me estuvo apoyando, al gran equipo que tengo. Hicimos un gran campamento con mis entrenadores, mis managers. El boxeo pues es de estilos, no fue mi noche. Y pues voy a seguir adelante con la frente en alto. Sé que queda mucho por trabajar y mucho camino por recorrer. Yo quiero ser campeón del mundo y no voy a parar hasta conseguirlo. Gracias de nuevo y pues felicitar a Ryan por la victoria y a Golden Boy por darme la oportunidad de esta gran pelea y pues nada, a seguir con la frente en alto. Gracias.
Thank you everyone for supporting it. I had a great team, great managers. It's all about styles, and tonight it wasn't my night, but I want to be champion, and I want to thank Oscar and thank Ryan, and I won't stop here. I've got more coming, and I'm gonna keep going.
Any questions for Oscar?
First off, great performance tonight. I want to ask you this, Oscar. Do you think that the referee was being unfair to you tonight with the way he would call and punches behind the head because Ryan was turning his body awkward? Do you think it was unfair of the referee early in this fight?
Oscar, ¿crees que fue un poco injusto el referee cuando estabas volteando y le pegabas en la espalda?
Sí, porque pues la verdad, o sea, yo venía a pelear y el vato pues no me estaba dando pues digo, fue su estrategia, pero sí siento que el referee no actuó bien.
Yes.
Pero no hay excusa, me ganaron bien.
Yes, I came to fight, and I feel like it wasn't fair. You know, he was giving me his back, but I came to fight. But that's not an excuse.
No, follow-up question. Do you think the referee didn't give you an opportunity to continue when you got up before the 10 count? And you know, it was a big fight, the fight was close. Do you think it was unfair he didn't give you an opportunity to continue when you got up before the 10 count?
¿Crees que también fue injusto que el referee no te permitió continuar la pelea después del knockout?
Sí, siento que fue injusto, yo me levanté, sí me lastimó, pero me levanté entero, quería seguir peleando y sabía que podía ganar la pelea.
Yes, I feel like it was unfair because I still got up. I still felt like I could keep going. I was still at complete, and I could have kept going the fight, so it was unfair.